Imagine having the ability to control the outcome of dice rolls in a casino, turning every odds in your favor and raking in huge winnings. All right, high rollers, get ready for a wild ride with the one and only Dominator, the legend of the craps table. Not just a gambler. This guy has been dominating dice rolls and stacking up winnings like nobody's business. Welcome to the world of dice control, where the stakes are high and the thrills are even higher. Nicknamed the Dominator, or the man with the golden arm, Dominic LoRiggio has carved out a niche for himself with his unparalleled skills in the game of craps. His secret recipe? Well, it's all about a little thing called dice control. Yep, you heard it right. Dominic still firmly believes that by mastering the art of how you release those dice, you can bend the odds in your favor. Nope. It's not a Christopher Nolan movie. It's real. You can call it a superpower in the casino, but without the spandex. Now let's rewind the clock and take a peek into the early chapters of Dom's life. Born in the heart of the USA during the swingin' 1950s, not much is known about his humble beginnings. Except that he was just your regular guy punching in as an office clerk. But then, like a scene straight out of a Hollywood flick, he stumbled upon the exhilarating world of craps and decided to roll the dice on his destiny. While hitting the books, he also honed his skills in the game, teaching himself the ins and outs of craps. Fast forward a bit, and boom. Dom emerges as a shining star, shaking up the casino scene with his mind-boggling techniques. He's all about pushing boundaries, quite literally, by fine-tuning hand movements, throwing techniques, and anything else he can think of to tip the scales in his favor. Now you see, Dom took Vegas by storm, scoring big wins like there's no tomorrow until, well, the casinos had to wave the white flag and ban him. But hey, they'd already left their mark, walking away with pockets full of cash and a legacy that would stand the test of time. And let's take a deep plunge right into that. Back in 1997, while Titanic was making waves at the box office and Mike Tyson's infamous ear-biting incident shook up Las Vegas, our man Dom was making regular weekend jaunts to Atlantic City, all while running a software company during the week in the Big Apple. Talk about a double life. With his heart set on the thrill of gambling, especially blackjack, Dom faced a tough crowd as casinos beefed up their defenses with shuffle machines and rule changes, making it harder for advantage players like him to keep the cash flowing. But Dom wasn't about to throw in the towel just yet. No, sir. Setting himself apart from the average punter, he fancied himself an advantage player, relying on skill and savvy rather than mere luck. And when he stumbled upon the world of craps, well, let's just say the dice started rolling in his favor. Unlike other games where it's all up to chance, craps offered a unique twist. Players could actually influence the outcome by rolling the dice. And Dom, being the crafty fellow he was, saw an opportunity. Claiming to have cracked the code of dice control, he boasted precise techniques that could tip the odds in his favor, making the casinos sweat bullets. But here's where it gets juicy. As whispers of foul play began to spread, the casinos caught wind and tightened their grip, keeping a hawkish eye on our man, Dom. But for him, the thrill of the game was worth the risk. You see, it took a lot of time, a lot of experimenting, and a whole lot of guts for Dom to dive deep into the world of dice control. You see, he wasn't just playing around. He approached it like a problem in rigid body dynamics, developing his very own method to sway those dice in his favor. But he wasn't content with just keeping it to himself. Oh no, he went a step further and started teaching others how to do it too. Now, according to Dom, it all boiled down to understanding the laws of nature and working within them. And when he stumbled upon Chris Palicki's technique, well, let's just say he saw potential. Sure, he was a bit skeptical at first, but there was something about Palicki's fiery Italian charm that drew him in. And after shelling out a pretty penny for a 2-day seminar, Dom was all ears. Palicki wasn't sugarcoating anything. He made it clear that this wasn't some get-rich-quick scheme. Nope. It was all about hard work, dedication, and a whole lot of practice. But hey, if you were serious about it, the results could be mind-blowing, so what was Palicki's secret sauce? Well, it all came down to controlling the release of the dice. You see, normally when those little cubes leave the shooter's hand, it's anyone's guess where they'll land. But with Palicki's technique, it was all about eliminating what engineers call degrees of freedom and controlling how those dice landed. And in the game of craps, where every roll counts, that could mean the difference between a win and a loss. So how did they do it? By maximizing distance and minimizing thrust, they could launch those dice at just the right angle to increase the chances of hitting their point number. It was all about precision, finesse, and a whole lot of practice. And for Dom, well, let's just say it was a gamble worth taking. Even though he's only scratching the surface of Palicki's technique, Dom can already see the potential. Fast forward to spring 1999, and Dom's all in. He's not just a gambler anymore. He's an advantage player, someone who plays with an edge. He was inside Rosebud Palicki's group, and Dom was riding high on his newfound success as the Dominator. But as he starts raking in the wins, he realizes there's a catch. See, Rosebud's got some pretty strict rules, and they're cramping his style. So he realizes that he can join hands with Frank Scoblete, a legend in the dice control game, who comes knocking with an offer to start their own team. Now teamed up with Frank, Dom finally feels like he's hitting his stride. They form their own crew, Golden Touch, and they're playing big, betting big, and winning big. But with great success comes great attention, and the casinos aren't too happy about Dom and Frank's winning streak. They start throwing everything they've got at them, trying to break their concentration and ruin their edge. But Dom and Frank aren't backing down. They're playing smarter and more focused than ever, and the winnings just keep rolling in. They're building up their bankroll, topping 6 figures in less than a year, and they're not afraid to bet big when the time is right. Despite the casino's relentless attempts to break Dom's concentration, he remains focused and determined during his epic craps rolls. With Frank by his side, Dom faces the stickman's harassment head-on, showing resilience and skill at the craps table. During one legendary roll, Dom's confidence and showmanship are at an all-time high. He puts on a spectacular display, entertaining the crowd, while defying the odds with his precise dice control. Despite the stickman's skepticism, Dom confidently places a daring bet on a hard 10, ultimately winning $3,000 and solidifying his status as a craps legend. Dom's monumental roll earns him admiration and respect from fellow players and spectators alike. He becomes renowned as the top dice controller in the world, dominating craps tables wherever he goes. Now, Dom has become famous for being really good at playing dice games in big casinos like those in Las Vegas and Mississippi. He's made a lot of money from his wins, but what's impressive is that he's never cheated or broken any of the casino's rules. He's known for being fair and honest in his play. You see, in the beginning, it was tough for authorities to catch Dom cheating at the casinos. But after some time, they figured it out and banned him from playing in Las Vegas casinos. Unable to continue his own gambling exploits, Dom came up with a different plan. He started a school or program where he taught others how to master the art of rolling dice to win big, essentially teaching them how to cheat the system just like he did. Eventually, Dom earned a reputation as one of the most feared gamblers at craps tables worldwide due to his unique method. As a result, he had been banned from entering numerous casinos. However, he's found a new way to make money by teaching others his techniques and methods. Dom now co-hosts seminars with Scoblete under the banner of Golden Arm Touch, where he shares his expertise. He's also authored and co-authored several books including Golden Touch Dice Control Revolution, Craps Win Using a Controlled Throw. Additionally, Dom has established his own company, Golden Touch Craps. Now tell me, if you were in Dom's place, how long can you keep winning? How long will the casino let you win? And how far will they go to stop you? Do drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe to Swindle Stories for more such stories. And if you have any suggestions for other fraud cases we should cover, let us know. Your feedback is important to us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.